What's up traders, welcome to weekly trade setup video. In this video I'll be doing a complete multi-time frame analysis of the hottest currency pairs as well as crypto that we'll be looking to trade next week. The currency and crypto that we will be analyzing today are EURAUD, EURNZD, EURCHF, GBPAUD, GBPCHF, EURGBP, BTCUSD, Ethereum USD as well as DXY. At the same time, you can watch my previous analysis. I'll put a link above and also link will be in the description so that you can have some confidence about my analysis. If this is something you are interested, then smash the like button for me, and also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. I am Forex Wizard. The wizardry that you will find in this channel will change the way you trade. Before I begin, a quick disclaimer is that this is my own opinion about the market. At any point, the market may do completely different than what I have analyzed. So make sure you do your own analysis and also manage your risk if you are using this trading plan. With that said, let's straight jump onto it just after a small intro and disclaimer. Okay guys, so before I begin the complete analysis, let me show you a trade that I have sent to my student last week. This is one of the winning trades that I have sent last week. Let me show you in my Telegram channel. This is the trade that we have sent. EURAUD, sell by market, all the stop loss, take profit and entries there. 29th of December in real-time data, Sydney time. You can match with the chart, and this is the trade how it was worked out. 2.5 times profit than the risk. Now if you want to join this kind of channel where we make money and also learn the best trading strategy on the globe, then there is a rare opportunity today. Year ending sale is on 80% off on lifetime access to all signals and strategies that is available to you today. There is a link in the description. You can click there and find out more. Okay guys, so let's start with first EURAUD. Now as usual, we will be starting with higher time frame from the monthly. Why? Because monthly, weekly will give you a clear direction in the market, removing all the noise from the lower time frame, and daily 4 hours that we will be using for entry. Now on the monthly, as you see that EURAUD is in a downtrend. Now quite a few analysis I made on these currency pairs that if you are following me, you have already seen, explaining all the reason why EURAUD should fall from here, and the market has done exactly the way it is. Now let's see what is the situation at this point. As this month is over, new month is gonna start, so there will be a new weekly candle, new monthly candle and new daily candle. This is crucial. Now let's see first of all overall market structure on the EURAUD. What you see starting from here, there is an impulse correction. Now it is in another impulsive phase. So this is a typical downtrending market structure, creating series of lower high and lower low. At the same time, you can see a pattern on EURAUD. If you see all this monthly candle, there is a long wick candle everywhere. So you can see a pattern. You see this clearly visible pattern. That means when you have seen this in EURAUD, a monthly long wick candle, you can see a couple of candle drop. That is what exactly happened in the past. We can expect now after this monthly candle, couple of monthly candle to drop to continue this pattern. With that said, on the monthly, our bias is bearish. Now let's jump on to weekly time frame to see what kind of price action it has created. Now on the weekly, as usual, when you know that when this weekly candle was created, what I say that Euro AUD is likely to drop from here, and the price came exactly to the point, and there has been a massive drop. Now if you made money from this, then that's really good. If you not, then no problem, stay with me. I will show you how you can enter another trade on this currency pair as it is dropping and is likely to drop further. Now on the weekly, as you see, the back-to-back couple of weeks the price dropped, and the next week as well we can expect a drop from here. Now let's see why we think that it is likely to drop further. As you see that Euro AUD basically has created a false breakout from here of this important level of resistance, went up and then a straight drop. Now after you saw this kind of false breakout, you can expect the price to drop further down. Now I have already a strategy that I explained in my video explaining how this kind of doji to be traded when there is a false breakout. I will link this strategy above, you can watch that. Now let's see on the daily time frame to see what kind of price action we have. Now on the daily, as you know that the previous day, that means the last day of trading week, the price has created this green candle. The price went down and then went above to this liquidity zone. Now this is where we will be making our trading decision. Now this daily candle can provide a nice trading opportunity because you see there is a wick at the top, and that is what we can use for our entry. Around 50% of this wick that we will be using, keeping our stop loss above this daily high. Now let's see on the 4 hour how we can find this entry. Now on the 4 hour, as usual, last day of the trading week, what you have seen, the last candle is couldn't break this long wick candle, and we'll be using this as our advantage, keeping our stop loss above this high, and we'll keep at least 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio from here to the downside. As you know that it is highly likely that Euro AUD will drop from here, and we'll be waiting for the first 4 hour candle of the new trading week for the entry. As long as this candle is remaining within this rejection area, we'll be entering a trade from here with a high risk to reward ratio. Now let's start with another currency pair, Euro NZD. Now Euro NZD is something similar as Euro AUD, but let's do a quick analysis as well on Euro NZD. Now on the monthly, same as Euro AUD, it is in a strong downtrend. Similarly, the downtrending market structure creating a series of lower high and lower low. This is a typical downtrend. And last month, that means this month of trading week, what you have seen, a doji. Now after this kind of doji, that means the price exactly close where it has opened. So this is a good opportunity for shorting, because after this kind of doji you can expect another push to the downside on the monthly. So we can expect a big move to the downside on the monthly time frame. Weekly, what you saw that the last day of trading week, the price has created this doji. Now after this doji, what you can expect, a drop. Now where we will be entering a trade. Now you see this two back-to-back weekly close, so we can expect another little push to the upside to test this level and then drop from here. That means almost 50% of this weekly week of this candle. Now let's see on the daily time frame how we can find a trading opportunity. Now let's see what is likely to happen. This is the last day of trading week. This green candle is created. Now what you saw that this green candle couldn't break this back-to-back two doji. This high has not been broken. Now in the new trading week, what we can expect, the price to come a little above to around 50% of this daily candle, and from here we can expect a drop, and that is what we will be doing. Let's see on the 4 hour time frame to see a proper entry point. Now this is where we will be entering the trade. If on the first 4 hours of the trading week the price cannot break this high of this week, then we will be enter a short trade from here, because I strongly believe that this instrument is likely to drop from here, and hopefully that is what will be happen. And with our student, we will be going to trade from here based on the first 4 hour candle. Now, if you find value in this analysis, smash the like button for me. Let's start with another one, that is EURCHF. Now, as you know that all this euro pair is basically in downtrend. Euro is basically in downtrend. Now let's see what is on the EURCHF, starting with monthly time frame as usual. Now on the monthly, what you saw that EURCHF is basically dropping. Now what is dropping is likely to drop. That is the law of trading, and most retail trader make this mistake by thinking that the price is at the bottom, I'm gonna buy, and then they are slaughtered by these big boys. So never trade against the trend. Now let's just see on the monthly what you saw that EURCHF is dropping, strong downtrend starting from here. It's a clearly visible downtrending market structure, series of lower high and lower low. So from here you can expect a little further drop on the monthly, which could be a big move on the lower time frame. Now let's see on the weekly time frame to see what kind of trading opportunity we have. Now on the weekly, you saw that the last week of the trading week, the price has created this long week candle. Now this one basically has broken all this level of support. There is a strong level of support on the weekly. After this big drop, what you saw, there is this kind of pattern, this triangular pattern. So this is a bearish pattern. After this, you can expect it to drop downside, and that is what happened. EURCHF on the weekly drop to the downside. Now we see a support here in the new trading week. What you can expect, the price to go a little bit up, a little bit, test this previous support as a resistance, and from here we can expect a drop. Now let's see on the daily time frame what kind of trading opportunity we have. Now you saw that this thick line is what the weekly resistance, and the daily candle just touch this resistance. And in the new trading week, what you can expect, a drop straight from here. So let's see on the 4 hour time frame how we can find an entry opportunity. Now on the 4 hour, what you saw that the price has created a small narrow candle. Now this candle could provide a good trading opportunity as long as in the new trading week, if we see that this level is retains, or maybe a false breakout and drop to the downside, or maybe this level has not been broken in the first or second 4 hour of the new trading week. As soon as if we see this is valid entry point, then we will take a short trade from here with our student with high reward to risk ratio. Now let's see another currency pair, GBPAUD, how we can find a trading opportunity on this one. As usual, we will be starting with monthly time frame. Now on the monthly, what you saw that GBPAUD, first of all, look at this here. Okay, what you saw, this is basically a bullish price action. After this big drop, what you saw, the price basically consolidated and moving to the upside. This is a bullish price action, creating a series of higher low and higher high. So GBPAUD on the higher time frame, bullish. Now let's see narrow down and recent time frame what kind of price action it has created. The previous months, this is a textbook bullish engulfer. Now this bullish engulfer is created on a very, very important level of support. So this is a one thing that we have found that likely be bullish. This current month, what you saw, dodgy. Now this is a typical bullish price action. If you see a bullish candle followed by a doji, that means a bullish price action, bullish engulfer followed by a doji in a level of support on an uptrending market, you can expect that this trend to continue. With that said, on the monthly, we can expect the next one to go up. Now let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the weekly, back to back 3 week, what you saw green, the red one is doji with a long wick at the bottom, the third one is green candle, every time creating a series of higher high and higher low. So that means that this is a bullish market and we can expect the next one to rise up as well. Now let's find out what kind of entry opportunity we have going to the daily time frame. Now this is where we can find a entry opportunity, GBPAUD on the daily time frame, how we can enter a trade. Now let's see on the weekly, this is the weekly level. Let's draw a line on the weekly close and opening so that we can correlate with the lower time frame, daily time frame. Now this is where we can expect enter a trade. Now this is where we will be using for our entry opportunity, keeping our stop loss below this low. Somewhere here we will be entering the trade around this 20 period moving average. As you know that on the daily as well, what you saw price is creating every time series of higher low. The last day of trading week also it has created a doji. Now after this doji, what you can expect, the price come down, test this weekly opening and closing and then rise from here. Now let's see on the 4 hour or intraday time frame what kind of price action we have. Now intraday, what you saw, the price is, this is a bullish price action in with a false breakout here. So when you see this kind of false breakout is a sign of further rise, because they need, the big boys need liquidity. They create this false breakout, grab this liquidity and then going up. Now if you don't know what is a false breakout or how to trade it, I have a complete video on how to trade on false breakout with proper strategy. I'll link it above. You can watch that, and also link will be in the description. You can watch that too. Now let's see. So this is how we will be trading. This is where we will be entering a trade. When the price will come down for a retracement, we'll wait for proper price action pattern, keeping our stop loss below this false breakout, because this is where it can provide us a protection against any kind of stop loss hunting. Not always, you might get stopped out at any point, so make sure you manage your risk. So our risk to reward will be, for this one will be at least 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 as usual. And let's start with another currency pair, that is GBPCHF. Now GBPCHF as usual on the monthly time frame, let's see what kind of price action we have. Now on the monthly, what you saw, that after this big red candle, the price came down a little bit, tested this level of support. So this is important level of support. You see this narrow doji, long doji, it has acted as a support for this move to the downside, and from here the buyers bought and the price went above. Now as you know that this price is basically moving to the upside and it is likely to move a little further. We can expect it to come at least to this level where there is a long doji. Now next one, we can expect a rise to the upside. Now let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the weekly, a little bit we have to be cautious about this previous last week candle. What you saw, that this week candle couldn't break the previous week's high, so that means that we might see little bit of downtrend retracement. Most likely it could create a inverted head and shoulder along this line. Why? Because you saw that there is a red candle here. So what we might see in the next week, the price come here, created an inverted head and shoulder, and then to rise from here to this level, and that is what we will be taking the opportunity for the price to come here to create this inverted head and shoulder. Now let's see on the daily time frame. Now this is where we will be entering a trade. daily or 4 hour. Now last day of trading week, what you saw, a long wick pin bar on the daily time frame. In that situation, what is likely to happen? Highly likely that the price is coming here in this 20 period moving average on the daily time frame, test this one again, and then rising from here. So what we will be doing with our student is this point we will be using very effectively. Let's draw another line on this 20 period moving average on the daily time frame. Now let's see on the 4 hour how we can find a trading opportunity. Now this is where we'll be waiting for the price to drop. Only if the price to this level from here, then we will be entering a trade, long trade, keeping our stop loss below all this low and at least 1-3 or 1-5 risk to reward ratio. Now let's see another currency pair that we will be looking to trade is EURGBP. Now as usual on the monthly, what you saw that EURGBP in a strong downtrend. You can see that the price how was dropping starting from here. What you saw, an impulse correction. Now it is basically moving in this fashion. So this is a bearish price action. We can expect further drop from here, though it is just in this trend line. But as you know that the momentum is very high, we might see another push to the downside on the monthly. Now after this strong bearish engulfer, now why we can think that this is likely to drop? Because you see this current month, there is important clue to recognize is that you see this high of this monthly candle basically crossed the previous green candle. You see this candle has been crossed. When you see a candle basically crossed, created a false breakout and then drop, they have huge momentum because they have hunted a lot of stop loss, a lot of liquidity, grab the liquidity, has enough gravity. Now it is likely to drop quite a few candles back to the downside. That is normally happens when you see a false breakout to the one side. So with that said, on the monthly EURGBP, you can expect it to drop. Now let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the weekly, it's clearly visible downtrend, all the red candles. Now from here, we might see a little bit of uprise, say along this level, and then from here we can expect a drop. Because why this line I have drawn, you see the previous week, this is the week of this big long week. Now the price is likely to uprise a little bit and then drop from here. So this is where we will be using our entry place along this dotted line. Let's see on the daily how we can see this opportunity. Now on the daily, last day of trading week, you saw this green candle. Now normally this is the zone that is likely to price come up and then drop from here. Now let's see on the further lower time frame on the 4 hour how we can find an entry opportunity for this one, for this short trade. Now as you see that this line in this daily 4 hour time frame, what you saw the price starting from here, it's a clearly impulse correction, impulse. Now we see the previous support tested as a resistance here, and then we can expect a drop from here. So how we will be entering a trade with our student on the new trading week? Very simple. What we will be doing, we will keep an entry order, pending order along this area after the first 4 hour candle close, and as soon as we will see proper entry point, we will be entering our trade from here with a high risk to reward ratio. Now let's start with DXY, and then we will be doing BTCUSD and Ethereum USD, which are cryptos. Now let's see DXY how it could behave on the new month and new trading week. Now let's see bigger picture on the monthly as usual. So what you saw that DXY basically has created a bearish candle in this zone. Now there is a significance in this bearish candle. The first thing is you saw that the price couldn't break this rejection area. There is a rejection area. Let me show you this. So this zone is a rejection area, and this month what you saw, the price struggled to break this high, instead created this bearish candle. So what you can expect in the new trading month for this one, to create another one to the downside. So let's see how we can find a trading opportunity on the lower time frame. Now on the weekly, what you saw, the price is basically has created kind of head and shoulder, though it is not fully visible on the higher time frame. You might see it on the lower time frame. So we can expect another push to the downside on the weekly time frame as well. Let's see on the daily time frame. Now this is where we can see precisely how the price is molding. Now first of all, let's see, because as you know that this is an uptrend currently, and where we can see this price to drop before continue its uptrend again. Now let's draw this important trend line that will give us a clear information on how this market is unfolding. Now this is the line that we will be using for our trading. Now we can expect this price to go up a little bit, where we will be entering, and then drop to this trend line before continuing its uptrend. So currently in the new trading week, we can expect this price to drop further to this trend line and then to rise up. Now let's see on the 4-hour time frame how we can find a trading opportunity. Before going to the 4-hour, let's see on the daily, where we can expect this price to go up for a retracement precisely. With that said, now this, you see this green candle, this is where we can expect this price to rise up, test this. There is a support here, there is a support here, there is a support here with this green candle. We can expect this test as a resistance and then to drop to the downside. Now let's see on the 4-hour how we can use this opportunity. Now this is where we will be entering our trade. If we see that the price is rising up to this level and create a proper entry candle, and then we will be entering a short trade from here, keeping our stop loss above safe place, above this high and to this level, which could be at least 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 trade. That is not bad at all, isn't it? Now let's start with BTCUSD, how we can find a trading opportunity on this one. Now BTCUSD, this is cryptocurrency, so those who are interested about the crypto, this is for them, and also I sent my student as well. Let's start with this one on the monthly time frame. Now on the monthly, what you saw, that BTCUSD first of all has created a very interesting market structure. Now this is bullish or bearish. Many people may have different views, but at this point BTCUSD in a downtrend, that is what you need to realize, because as you see that back to back, after this big impulse, the price, now bulls are now very exhausted. They are creating long red candle. What you saw the previous months, this big red candle. Now the next one you can expect to drop to the downside, because what is falling is likely to fall. This is the law of trading. Now let's see on the monthly time frame, weekly time frame. Now what you saw on the weekly, the price basically after this big drop, the price is consolidating in this area. Now in this consolidation, what you see that this is basically creating a kind of head and shoulder. So if you consider this one is a head, this is the left shoulder and right shoulder, and what you saw, the price basically is created a lower high than in the right shoulder than the left shoulder, which is a sign of strong bearish pressure. With that said, we can expect BTCUSD drop further, though after 20 hours this weekly candle will be closed, but we might see a little bit of uprise and then to drop. Now let's see on the daily time frame to see what kind of price action we have. Now on the daily, that is what we are seeing. We are expecting the price to rise up to this 20 period moving average along this line. As you see that the price basically went above here, grabbed the liquidity from the top, hunted the stop loss, and then broke to the downside. Now at this point you see this long green long wick that could provide a trading opportunity, because in this move, this is basically a double top formation. This move down, up, so this is a double top. So when you see a double top and drop, you can expect the price to go up, test this support as a resistance before making its move. So what we will be doing with our student is basically we will be watching price action on the daily time frame or 4 hour, the price to rise up to test this previous resistance as a support, previous support as resistance, and then as soon as we will find proper entry here, we will take a short trade with our student with at least 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 reward to risk ratio. Now let's start with Ethereum and then we'll wrap our analysis. Now Ethereum on the monthly time frame, as usual, what you saw the previous months, the price has created a strong bearish candle. Now after this kind of candle, you can expect another one to drop. So we can expect further drop on this crypto. Now let's see on the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly, what you saw, the price already has created a strong bearish price action. This is a typical bearish price action. You saw that all this, there's a long, dodges a lot of and then dropping. So when you see an instrument rise up and then creating a lot of dodges and then dropping, this is a basically strong bearish price action. We can expect from here to drop Ethereum USD. Now where do we expect this to drop? You see this dotted line is where we see back to back quite a few doji, closed and opened, and also long wick candle, and also there is a resistance here, support here, and we can expect this one to go up, test this level, and then drop from here. So Ethereum USD as well, we have a strong confluence of dropping on the weekly. Now let's see on the daily time frame. Now this is where we will be entering a trade, or on the 4 hour. As you see that this dotted line is where our area of value, and at the same time in this zone you see this 20 period moving average. Now we can if this price is managed to rise up, and then we will put it in our watch list on the 4 hour time frame. So this is where we will be entering our trade on the 4 hour. If this price is managed to rise up here, we will wait for a reversal pattern on the lower time frame. As soon as we will find it, we will take a short trade from here with at least 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 reward to risk ratio. If you find value in this analysis, then don't forget to smash the like button and also drop a comment below so that this idea, this video is visible to more people. It's helpful for YouTube algorithm. I sincerely believe that this analysis was helpful to you. Make sure you manage your risk, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you soon with another video.